Hello, everyone. Quite a whirlwind of a trade deadline day for the Nashville Predators. First move they made was pretty early in the day, kind of a predictable one, in trading Scott Hannon, defenseman, to the San Jose Sharks for a conditional seventh round pick. But then the big trade happened later in the day when Nashville traded longtime forward and alternate captain Martin Erat to the Washington Capitals, along with prospect Michael Latta, for Washington's 2012 first-round pick, forward by the name of Philip Forsberg. Very large trade overall, just in general in scope. Erat, a longtime Nashville Predator, had been with the organization since 1999. Latta, sort of a marginal, kind of tougher prospect, sort of a grittier player, but the big key for Nashville was getting back Philip Forsberg. 2012 first-round pick for Washington, and a guy who kind of replenishes their farm system a little bit. The Predators had given up first-round picks the previous 2 years, and they needed a guy who could sort of step in and at least give some sort of hope that they had kind of a dynamic player in their farm system. Forsberg is 6'1" forward, 188 pounds, and a type of guy that I think the Predators sort of described as a dynamic sort of guy with a pretty high level of talent and overall ceiling. I think in terms of if you look at the day and kind of the way things played out, one of the bigger storylines was the fact that Martin Erat actually demanded a trade. And you look at this organization over the last several months, going back to last summer, defenseman Ryan Suter obviously opting to leave the Predators to sign with the Minnesota Wild. Defenseman Shea Weber signing an offer sheet with the Philadelphia Flyers, which Nashville did eventually match, and he's still with the team. And now Martin Erat, another longtime Predator, trying to leave Nashville as well. What do these three have in common? They were all part of the leadership group. Suter, an alternate captain. Erat, an alternate captain this year, actually a replacement for Suter in terms of that. And Weber, obviously, the captain. Is this something that's kind of symptomatic of an issue here in Nashville? Not quite so sure about that. Sometimes things happen when it comes to business. Players kind of want to go somewhere else, get a fresh start. Maybe another team's offering more money, but really, you do sort of have to wonder, what the issue is in terms of why some of these bigger name guys who wear the letters on their jerseys are deciding to go. I think it's or wanting to go. I think that's kind of a question that I think the Predators are asking, and some of us are wondering as well in terms of why they've sort of looked outside of the Nashville organization at different points. Obviously, each situation is different. Ryan Suter, I guess, kind of wanting to go on his own and go back home to Minnesota and play with Zach Parise. Weber, obviously, trying to sort of put to bed a contract situation that kind of started the previous summer when he went to arbitration with Nashville. And Erat maybe just opting for a change of scenery. But still, those are all questions. Wonder what the answers are there just in terms of why. But nonetheless, I think when you kind of look at this day and how it all played out, the Predators got a top prospect. They replenished the system, and they got something for a guy that I think a lot of us didn't know that they could get, I guess a prospect of that level for. So overall, I think a pretty successful day for Nashville, with that one sort of blemish of once again asking kind of why a player with a marquee name here would want to leave. For the Tennessean, I'm Josh Cooper.